You can make the decision yourself. All I'm gonna do is present the information. I wouldn't be in them. Based on the information that I'm looking at, I would not be in them. You can decide to stay in them if you want, but trust me, my advice would be to get out of these coins. I'm gonna try to do this as quick as possible, but first of all, we have to start with Bitcoin, which I think if you're in crypto, you should be in Bitcoin. There's no doubt about it. There are too many people who are not in Bitcoin. There are too many people who dislike Bitcoin for whatever reason because they feel like the gains are over or whatever. The gains are not over. You're taking chances going into, these other, projects, and they're losing 100%, 90%. What if you had just taken all the money and put that into Bitcoin, how much money would you have? Right? So not much has happened over the past month. It hasn't gone anywhere. I don't know if it's up 2% or no percent or whatever. If I go back here a month ago, yeah, it's up like 2%. So it has paid 2% in a month. Your bank has not done that. No other investment that you have in the traditional world has done that. Now, if you're in some of these other tokens that I'm going to talk about at the end, like 100, that has done tremendous, right? And there's a reason for that. But so many people get caught up in you know wanting things to just do ridiculous things in a short amount of time, and when it happens it's great, but you have to go into so many projects to try to find something. You end up losing out a lot of times unless it's something like 100 that's going to do 10x 100x. So let's get to it. What I want to cover first, I want to cover this first because again, these YouTubers keep trying to hype this up. Guys, if you're in this, just get out. Again, just want to go back and show, forget all the hype, forget all the media, forget all the YouTubers, everything. What has happened over the last year? They're down 77%. Period. Okay, and this is after they crashed. After they crashed. Okay, when did I cover Terra Luna Classic? Was it like 2 weeks ago or something? Okay, so let's, since I covered it, it's down 5%. Now, you will see all the news and they're talking about, oh, it's the top gainer the last day or whatever. is up 2% over the last 7 days. Okay, that's better than nothing. But over the past month, it's down 5%. And the longer you go out, the worse it gets. Okay? So what you have to realize, it's not enough for you to be in something. Right? What you have to ask yourself is, okay, I'm in this, and I want to see this do well. But what are the chances that other people, because obviously you're going to need other people to get in anything to have it do something, right? What in the world is this? Is this happening right now? Seriously? Okay, you see what I'm saying? Like whatever little games. I don't know if this is real. Maybe it's just CoinMarketCap going crazy. But what you have to ask yourself is, are more people going to get in this? And so, of all the cryptos that are out there, what are the chances that Because at this point, first of all, we don't have all the data, which is part of the problem with Luna Classic. What we do know is, can I find this, please? That somewhere, see, it says total supply 6.8 trillion, circulating supply 5.8 trillion. Again, I don't know how accurate it is for Luna Classic on CoinMarketCap because again, Terra Luna Classic does not have like a proper explorer, which is also part of the problem, right? But if this is true, there's another trillion tokens out there somewhere, right? And after the collapse, we're still at 414 million. That's going to be the theme of today. 2 out of the 3 things that I show you today have already collapsed. The third one is just a matter of time. But you're going to see these ridiculous market caps for things that have collapsed. I don't know what Terra Luna Classic was at the height. Maybe it was 20 billion or something like that. But this is still a lot of money, okay? So you should just sell whatever you have. And again, start with Bitcoin. And then relax and analyze whatever. You can watch my videos. Try to find other people who have some integrity or whatever. And everything I show you the past, so you can see, hey, if I had listened on this date, what would have happened? Okay, so you need to just get out of this, guys. What do I want to show you next? Let's get this out the way. I don't know how much time I'll need to spend on this. Most people are out of this. I can't believe that anybody is still in this. But this is SafeMoon. Okay, one of the biggest scams of all time. Right? First of all, just from the standpoint of what it is, the tokenomics sucks. Now, what are the tokenomics of SafeMoon? The tokenomics of SafeMoon is there's a 10% tax when you get in, and then another 10% tax when you get out. So if you have $1,000, if you get in it today, your $1,000 is not going to be 1,000, it's going to be 900 immediately. And then if you immediately decided, you know what, I just saw this guy BSG video, I don't want to be in this anymore, I just happened to buy this before I saw the video. When you take it out, you're not going to get out 900, you're going to get out $810. And SafeMoon literally can be the same price it is now. Who wants to deal with that? That's 10% in, 10% out. That's wild. But some kind of way people bought into that or whatever. But again, let's take a look. Okay. The last month is down 5%. Okay. What is it the last day? Up 1%. Last year, 57% down. Okay. Let's take a look at what's going on with the supply. And I do trust this because this is, I believe, on Binance Smart Chain. And so, yeah, you're able to verify. Hello, can I get it right? See, you're able to verify on chain, right? So you can see that. So on chain, what they're saying is, where did that go? Only, according to this, only 55% has already circulated. Now, it is possible. I do remember there being maybe something about a burn or something like that. Okay. But the bottom line is this. The current fully diluted market cap is 130 million. Again, after crashing, come on, got to go back. Look at this. After crashing 92%, this is just in the last year and change. Guys, January 5th, 2022, this thing was significantly higher than what it is now. January 5th, that wasn't that long ago. Right? And it's lost 92%. Why would you want to still be, where they're building? They're building. See, they building, right? Well, you just come over here and see, do we have some information over here? I thought we did. Unless they just took it down. Here we go. These are people that are in this token, guys. I encourage everyone to report this scam token to CMC. The more people who do, the more likely it is to get delisted from the platform. Okay, maybe that's just a butthurt person or something. Here's somebody saying, also, I received an email, thought it was about the centralized exchange or blockchain update. Nope, they are selling merchandise. Okay, I thought this was funny. If you're new to this page, ignore the spam. The project died a long time ago. If you put money on the SafeMoon card, John Caroni will be waiting to spend it on the other side like this. And there's Kareem Bigums there. That's my dude, man. You know, like they use that meme all the time. Like these are people that are in it, and you know, it's just here's another. You got to love how the goalpost is being pushed further and further away. Exchange not needed anymore. See, they promised an exchange. I guess that's what everybody's been saying. Oh, an exchange is coming. It's coming. It's coming. Now they're saying, oh, we don't need the exchange. We have the card. So you know, when projects keep making promises, right, and then not living up to those promises, which is all they've done. You have, you know, I can show you this stuff, guys. Employees have left the project. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like within the past couple months, they've made videos about it. They've written blog posts about it. So you're crumbling internally, right? And you have this kind of price action. You have this kind of sentiment again. In order for you to see a gain, you're going to need consistently every coin, every stock, every housing market is all built on new people, all of it. If you don't have fresh people coming in, then it's a problem. It doesn't matter what it is. So that's why the media spends so much time trying to get you to believe in the stock market and everything, is because their bosses all get, like I showed you in the last video, 21st Century Fox and all the other media Walt Disney that owns ESPN and so on and so forth. They all get paid based on stock. So they use the media to program you to say, hey, oh, stocks are great. And so you just believe that stocks are great. And if you believe that stocks are great, guess what? They'll end up being great. Because all you need is for people to come in and believe that it's great. It doesn't have to be anything fundamentally about the company. I can tell you that, you know, Apple has grown. Apple is one of the most solid companies in the entire world. They have grown leaps and bounds. They've grown 100, 200% just over the past 2 years, which for a company the size of Apple is almost impossible. But they've only grown from a stock standpoint. They're not making that much more profit than they were 2 or 3 years ago. So why does the stock deserve to go up 200, 300%? The market cap goes up 200, 300%, but their profit has not gone up 200, 300%. It's impossible, right? And they'll just continue taking away features, removing features, right? You don't have a headphone jack. Next, you're going to have to buy a separate battery, right? Next, you're not going to have a screen. You're just going to be walking around with a piece of plastic, and they're going to make you buy some glasses so you can see what's on your phone. Like, they're going to try to, compartmentalize everything about the phone until the keypad is going to be in your pocket, the Apple key. So when you want to type, you're going to have to take the keypad out of your pocket. Yeah, girl, what you doing? Yeah, I've been thinking about you, right? And then you're going to put the keypad back in your pocket. It's not going to be no time on the phone. You don't have to get the Apple Watch to tell time. And then to see everything, you're going to need the Apple glasses. You're just going to be walking around with the brain of the stuff in a little black box. You know what I'm saying? And they might sell it like, leave your box at home. It could be a situation like that. And trust me, people will buy it. Leave your box at home. Just take your keypad that you paid $200 for and your glasses that you paid $700 for, right? And you can walk around with your phone. But what you don't realize is you done paid $3,000, $4,000 for something that used to all come together. And despite all of that, their profit has not increased 2 to 300%. But yet the stock price has. Why? Because it's all sentiment, all of it. So Dave Ramsey and others telling you, hey, you need to get in, you need to get in. This is the best, this is the best. And literally every hedge fund manager in the world is holding Apple. Every bank in the world is holding Apple, right? That's why it keeps going up. So from a crypto standpoint, I spent too much time on that. And first of all, y'all, if you hear any popping on the mic, I can't hear that. I need to get another mic. I'm somewhere where I don't have access to everything like I used to. So I apologize if it pops. I tries to edit it out and things like that. I can't hear it right when it happens, right? But for new people coming into crypto, you have one of the biggest YouTubers in the world, CoffeeZilla, who's done multiple videos on SafeMoon. You have these people on CoinMarketCap. You have the people in the streets that have lost money. And then you got a big mouth guy like me who's telling you this is trash. What are the odds that you're going to get an influx of 100,000 plus people? Because that's what it's going to take to pump this up. What are the chances that's going to happen? That's how you got to look at things, right? Then they're not even if they were delivering internally, right? You have all this external stuff. So you need to give this up. And again, first thing you should do, go into Bitcoin, reassess, educate yourself, get education from wherever you can. Really understand why a crypto is successful and why it's not. Or, if you want to stay in crypto, so on and so forth, right? And then go into something else. Okay, next. So I told you I didn't want to spend a lot of time. This is going to take a little bit because this is crazy. This, just want to show y'all real quick. This is the house of the person that created Curve. Him and his wife bought two houses to the tune of 40 million. And this is one of them. Now, I'm not hating on it as long as everything is legit. But what you're about to see, is, first of all, some of these pools on their site have been compromised. This has been there for a long time. But, that just kind of speaks to where things are going. And it is up over the last day. And I'm going to explain to you why it's actually up 10% over the last 7 days. There's a big reason why. Up 2% over the last month. Down 47% over the last year. Okay. Which a lot of stuff is down over the last year. But, I'm just showing you. Okay. So, first of all, what is Curve? To be honest, Curve is really a nothing token. There's nothing to it. It's very similar to Luna Classic and USTC, right? It started out just as a governance token. What is a governance token? A governance token is a token that you hold to vote on what the project should do, which is cool, but that's the only use case it has. So you buy these tokens and then you get to dictate what happens with the project. The problem that happens is you get, a lot of centralization because basically the only people who are buying tokens are people who want to control the project. So that's what ends up happening. And you're getting ready to see that. Okay. Basically, how the dude bought the house is he sold some tokens to Justin Sun of Tron and others over the counter, so it wouldn't affect the price on the real market, right? He sold them, and that's what he used to buy the house. However, which there's nothing wrong with that. That's not the only reason why he sold. He sold because the project is actually in trouble. So, without getting too technical here, I just want you to look at all of the tokens and pool. This is their platform. Basically, people come here to basically put up capital to print stable coins or trade stable coins. I never thought there would need to be so much volume with trading stablecoin. I don't get it, but that's what they do, right? So I just want you to pay attention to all of the um, pools and tokens that have CRV in it. If it has CRV in it, that means that the underlying currency is curved. So you see that's most of it, right? And you see the TVL 21 million, 36 million, 35 million, and it just goes on and on and on, right? So Curve is backing up most of this. Okay. What is the issue with that? Well, there are several issues. This is the wallet of the creator of the project. The dual house I just showed you, this is his actual wallet. Now watch this. You see it shows $45 million worth of tokens. That's what it shows. Okay? But 44 million of that is in what's called A curve. Now, what the heck is A curve? I'm going to show you that in a minute. Look that he only has right now 361,000 worth of the actual curve, the real curve, but 44 million of it is in A curve. Okay. Now, what in the heck is A curve? Well, the A stands for Aave. Okay. This is Aave. Aave is a lending program. Okay. You take your crypto, you put it up for collateral, and then you're able to borrow other crypto. I've talked about Aave before on this channel. Just in terms of borrowing crypto, period, I do not recommend it unless you got big pockets and you know what you're doing. I do not recommend it. Just period. So I don't want you guys going to that using it. There's a good chance you're gonna lose your money, especially with this project. Okay, so now you see they have Ethereum, they have wrapped Ethereum, USDC, wrapped Bitcoin, Tether. Okay, let's just click on these to see if we can see real quick how much is on here. Okay, so there's 573 million of wrapped Ethereum. 80% of that has been utilized, which is that's a whole nother video. They don't post how much you can borrow, but most platforms cap it at 80%. So what does that mean? That means number one, more people cannot borrow. Number two, that means that Ethereum has to stay this price. I could do a whole nother video on just this. If Ethereum drops 10%, a lot of people that are in this pool are going to be automatically liquidated. What does that mean? They're going to automatically lose their money. It's not going to be a fight, a question. You will not be able to send no email. It's blockchain. Because your money is you to create a stable lending program. You have to create code that automatically sells your crypto for what you borrowed for. Otherwise, you could crash the whole thing. Okay. So like I said, I can't spend time on that. That's a whole different video. Okay. Let's see how much Bitcoin they have. Now, look. This is man. I don't know what's wrong with people. Okay, notice how much Bitcoin. There's 262 million Bitcoin, 233 million of which is available to borrow. So it's only being utilized 10%. So here's the thing: if you see something that's utilized at 80%, right, and you're on pins and needles trying to manage this, right? 'Cause Ethereum literally can't fall 10% without liquidating people. And yet you see something that's only utilized at 10%, right? Why would you as a project, as an organization, why wouldn't you convert some of that ETH to Bitcoin? This is something, like I said, I can't spend too much time on this, y'all. This is a whole nother video. The tribalism that exists in crypto. The reason why this is the case is because you have Ethereum people who are fundamentally against Bitcoin. They hate Bitcoin. Y'all gotta stop hating on stuff. Man, it's cold. It's coming in. These chains don't care about y'all, man. Like, they don't care. But you have a lot of Ethereum people who think Ethereum deserves to be number one. And you have a lot of Bitcoin people, conversely, who hate Ethereum as well. Right? But it actually shows up in how you are actually jeopardizing the project with your bias, your mental bias, when it would be better, right? Let's just again, let's look at price action. I've shown you Bitcoin. Here's Bitcoin over the past month, 2%. Okay. Here's Bitcoin over the past year. Year to year, Bitcoin is up 38%. Now, let's look at Ethereum. I do not know what the numbers are going to say. I'm telling you honestly, I don't know. I've never looked at Ethereum like this. I know it ain't going to be 38%, but I don't know what it's going to be. All right, here we go. Over the past month, Ethereum is down 3%. Not bad. Over the past year, Ethereum is up 20%. Okay, see, again, I told you I didn't know. But what's gone up more? Bitcoin. What's gone up more long term? Bitcoin. See, we got to go back a few years, right? What was that? August. Okay. Like, Bitcoin is up more than Ethereum over that time. But they don't want to use Bitcoin. They hate Bitcoin. You know, they're being forced to use it because they know that it's the most rock solid thing, man. It is really crazy. I just want to go back here again. It has gone up more in that time, 11,000 in 2020. You know, so again, how bias is going to end up wrecking this whole thing. Um, you know, so anyway, but you know, at least there's 260 million worth of Bitcoin on there. Let's check out Tether real quick. Okay, there's 231 million in Tether, which 77% has been utilized. Okay, and now what I'm looking for is Curve. Okay, where is Curve? All right, there's Curve. Now the first thing you notice is this big old orange isolated thing. What does that mean? Basically, what that means is they are limiting you to how much you can borrow against this. Now, if Curve is supposed to be the number one, and I'm telling you guys it is the number one DeFi project on Ethereum. Number one. Okay. Why would you be limiting why would you be limiting that? It's working. Why would you be limiting it? Okay. All right. So let's see how much Curve there is. What? 2 million in curve, 1.4 million liquid. Hold on a second. Hold on now. Hold on now. This is the A curve, guys. That's what this is. A curve stands for Ave curve. That's what it stands for. So how is it that this guy, you can see it right here, has 44 million in A curve, but yet there's only 2 million in actual curve that they're reporting? You see it right here. What sense does that make? That's kind of weird. So they must be hiding his curve somewhere, or this is a lie and he doesn't actually have it. This is weird because the blockchain doesn't lie. So right? What's the most important thing? The most important thing, I got to go back here. Y'all see this stuff is already kind of weird. The most important thing, all this stuff here that's being utilized on Curve is being held up by the Curve token, right? And if the price of Curve falls too low, we're going to have a Luna Classic situation instantly, because again, the system is going to automatically sell what it needs to sell automatically, right? So and what this guy did, Michael, whatever his name, Michael Egorov, what he did is he sold a bunch of Curve. Okay, like what this might be is that he used Aave to buy his house. Number one, he put up Curve tokens as collateral and borrowed the $40 million in stable coins to buy the house. Okay, so that's how he got the house. He also gave Curve tokens to Justin Sun and others, hundreds of millions of dollars worth. And they have, I'm not joking, a gentleman's agreement for them not to sell. It's a gentleman's agreement. What that means is, if for whatever reason, I'm going to show y'all this, if for whatever reason the people that he sold to wanted to sell and hurt the project, which is exactly what happened with Luna Classic, that was an inside deal. They could do that. A bunch of whales were selling. See, September 19th, somebody sold 280,000 worth. Another whale sold 154,000 worth. Another whale sold 185,000 worth. Now we don't know who these are. Another 172,000 worth, right? And then the reason why it's up today is another whale came in and bought, I think, I don't want to get the number wrong, but they bought a bunch of Curve. Right? Like, I got a 6 in my head. So I don't know if it was 600,000. Oh no, more. 4.4 million worth. So that's why it's up. Why on earth would somebody buy 4.4 million worth of Curve? Because it can't fall. It cannot fall. Right? So whoever this is obviously has a vested interest in what's happening. It could be Michael Egorov. It could be Justin Sun. It could be one of the others. Right? Because if this thing falls, it's going to take Curve out, and then it's going to take Aave out with it. Like, Aave has a lot of this stuff as well. Right? And then it could also affect Ethereum as well. Okay. So I'm not just talking, the reason why I felt it necessary to do this, I'm not just talking about those that hold curve, like the direct token, because probably not many people are doing that. But if you have money on Aave and Curve, which is a ton of people, don't think that your collateral won't be used. Like, they're going to use everything to try to keep this thing going. So if one of these pools start falling, they're going to use, trust and believe, they're going to use your collateral to try to keep it up. People go into more detail than I did. I'm not a curve expert. I'm just a common sense expert. Um, a lot of things, like my man having 44 million worth of the Aave curve, but Aave only reporting 2 million of that. Uh, that's beyond fishy, guys. These are the ones to stay away from. So again, what I always do is I show you, okay, what should you get in? And again, I use the same metric. So here we go. Over the last month, 100 is up 140%. Over the last 7 days is up 6.8%. Okay, 140% over the last month. Okay, so that's beating Bitcoin, that's beating fiat, that's beating everybody, right? Why should you consider this? Whatever. Again, you can go back and look at other videos. There was a nice article that came out about 100, describing it as the first decentralized crypto CD. What is a CD? A CD is a certificate of deposit. You know how those work. When you put money in, you can't take them out for a certain amount of time, right? And what happens with that is banks use your money and they spend it. That's why they want you to put it in there, and not touch it. Well, 100 is not doing that. All 100 is saying is too many people that are emotional, that are selling every single day, and that is what's driving the price of crypto down. This thing has grown more than anything else in crypto. Look at this. This has only been for 4.5 months. This has grown more than anything else in crypto. And just the other day, the whole time it's just been on CoinMarketCap. And the other day it just came out that it's now on CoinGecko. Now I don't know where CoinGecko is getting these prices. This ain't the price, Doc, but okay. I'm sure eventually they'll fix this. But there are people who, again, that hate CoinMarketCap. There's too much hate in the world, guys. Too many people hating on things. So there are people who swear against CoinMarketCap. And so what you have now is you have a lot of people who've never heard of 100 who are just now coming in. You can see this. Look, it's only on 24 watch lists. That is a joke. That is a joke, okay? So it's just beginning for them, right? For those of you who are wondering, okay, when should I sell? No, it ain't now. We still at the beginning. Yes, you might be up 2 or 3x or 10x or whatever, but again, there's still less than 1,000 people in this, and so all we have to do is watch and see, if 100 continues to innovate, right? I thought this was cool. It shows the price versus the dollar, the Austrian dollar, the Indian rupee, right? There's probably nobody in these countries that are even in 100, right? You might have one person in Australia that's in 100. You probably have one or two people in India. You probably have nobody in Canada. There might be one person in one or two people in Britain. Probably nobody in the Philippines. Like, this is early. You know what I'm saying? So again, the stuff that I give you, check it. Check it. Right? You know what I'm saying? Don't just take my word for it. If I say, hey, you should check this out, all right, check it out and see, what's been happening. Okay? This is right now the best thing going. So, why deal with anything else, other than Bitcoin, right? I will give you one other one that you probably never hear about, interestingly enough, is Tron. I just talked about Justin Sun. Why did Justin Sun have whatever he gave to the Curve founder to give him? Because Tron has been going up, right? Up 7.6% over the last 9.4% over last month. I have not looked at this, so I could be lying right now. Okay, so I promise you I haven't looked at this over the last year. Well, would you look at that? I promise you I have never ever looked at this in my life. I don't own Tron. I've never used it. I still don't completely understand it, but what I do understand is the guy behind it has weathered the storm. How do you know somebody is who they say they is? Everything else has fallen and their thing has persevered. So while the rest of the crypto market has fallen, the Luna Classics and so on and so forth, Tron has gone up. How many YouTube videos are there about Tron? This might be the second or third one, right? So obviously Justin Sun knows what he's doing on some level. The proof is what we're seeing. Now, do I need to do more investigation, find out what's going on? Yes. Is Tron probably more centralized than people want? Yeah, but if it's centralized and there's safety, right? A lot of people are going to opt for the safety over the decentralization. Right? I'm just talking. I can't name you 3 projects on Tron. But people are using it. They haven't explored. There's millions of transactions. Like, things are verifiable, so on and so forth. So in this bear market, for this to be up like almost the same amount as Bitcoin, right? That's pretty good. But again, you're going to have a lot of people who hate on him or whatever because he's Asian or whatever, which is, again, man, the tribal. If we could just all get along, if we could just all get along, we would be okay. Okay. So those are the 2 that I have that, you can take a look at. I am not in Tron at all. I'm in Bitcoin and I'm in 100. And a couple of other things. That's where my focus is right now, primarily Bitcoin. But my 100 keeps growing and growing and growing and growing, right? Which is why I'll keep investing in it as long as it keeps doing well. And it's so early for 100. Let me go back to here. It's so early for 100. It's like you would be foolish to do anything else. Oh, I didn't show you the market cap. Again, we've been talking about SafeMoon and other things at 120 million or Curve at 414 million or whatever. We're at 6.3 million on 100. So to get to SafeMoon's level, it has to 20x from here. To get to the failure level of SafeMoon, it has to 20. See, those are the type of metrics that you use to say, okay, what can this do? Okay, and is there still growth? All right. So check out their website. Go to the Telegram. And see what's going on there. Check out their Twitter. Check out the artwork they did. They've been teasing CoinGecko for months because CoinGecko refused to put them on there. So they actually did a tweet where they kidnapped CoinGecko and they did an art piece where they kidnapped CoinGecko. And so when they were put on CoinGecko, they produced another art piece and they released the gecko. Like, what other project is doing this, man? It's fun. It's growing. You don't have a lot of options out there. There's no telling what this can do. It's your boy BSG. I'm going to holler at y'all in the next video.